Sure, everybody. My name's Harry James. One of the reasons why I liked watching Oklahoma football a little bit better than I like watching Dallas Cowboy football in the NFL. I like watching them both, by the way. Not only because OU's a little closer and I'm a season ticket holder there, but also because of the homecoming environment. Speaking of the homecoming environment, it's homecoming, baby. The opponent, homecoming in its own right. Austin, Kendall, and West Virginia. Preview that one. Sooner stumper for you. Right, Chip. Let's get to it. Who was the last quarterback to transfer out from OU, and win the job at his new school? Here's a little hint for you guys. Here's your hint. He's got a little Sooner DNA in him. His dad also played here at OU. That might help you. All right, guys. Find out if you know. Plus, we'll preview West Virginia. Coming up next, Boomer Sooner 1982. Don't go away. Welcome back to the preview show, everybody. My name's Harry James. Sooners and West Virginia will play their homecoming match, at least the Sooners are concerned, on Saturday, the 19th of October, 2019. But before we get to the previewing it, let's talk about who was the last OU quarterback to transfer out of OU and still win a starting job at his new school. That would be with the Utah Utes, that is. And that would be Kendall Thompson, the son of former Sooner Charles Thompson. That's where you get that DNA, OU Sooner DNA from. Just letting you know. Sooner festivities, the sports animal, WWLS, are actually in front of O'Connell's every game day, home game day. Now, if it's going to be cold like it was in Dallas and you're looking for a little bit warmer place to stay, you can wait inside and do a little pre-gaming with Sports Talk 1400. The voice of the Sooners, Toby Rowland, sideline analyst Chris Plank, color analyst Teddy Lehman, all right there at at Balfour Norman, inside of Balfour. Or you can wait back outside also, right there in front of the stadium. You can't miss it. The franchise is right there at Sooner Fan Fest in the pregame area. After they're done with their part of the Norman pregame, you will get to listen to the Oklahoma Sooner pregame, also at Sooner Fan Fest, which is in front of the McCaslin Fieldhouse. Right there, that strip, right there in front of it. Cannot miss it. Tons of food trucks are also right there. All right, guys. The Sooners will face the West Virginia Mountaineers in Norman at Owen Field on Fox on Saturday, October the 19th at 11 a.m. for the homecoming kickoff. You can listen to the home broadcast of the homecoming game with the aforementioned Toby Rowland from Sports Talk 1400 on play-by-play. He's also the voice of Sooner football, men's basketball, and men's baseball. Color analyst is Teddy Lehman. Color analyst correspondent Merv Johnson. On the sidelines, Chris Plank, also from Sports Talk 1400. And Gay Bikers franchise tag. You can get the franchise tag from him at. You can listen to him on the franchise, which is where the franchise tag part comes from. 107.7 in Oklahoma City, 107.9 in Tulsa. 11 games are played between these two rivals, so they're not really, they haven't met all that many times, and the West Virginia's kind of a newbie into the Big 12, but the Sooners on the advantage now, 9-2. That's an 82% winning clip in 11 games. The last win for West Virginia wasn't even in conference. Sooner fans might not want to remember the Fiesta Bowl back in 2008, but that's the last time West Virginia won this series, 48-28 in Phoenix. And we're the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl champions that year. Sooners, though, did get revenge exactly 10 years later. Last season, 2018, beat them in Morgantown by a field goal, 59-56, which helped the Sooners get to the Big 12 championship. Talk more about that later. Leading Boomer and Sooner, along with the Roughnecks out the schooner, Lincoln Riley in his third year in charge of the Crimson and Cream. Lincoln was a 2002 quarterback from Texas Tech, and from 2003 to 2005, he was a student assistant. As a head coach, Lincoln Riley is 29-4 with an 88% winning clip in 33 games. He does have an 0-2 bowl record, though, but they are both in the college football playoff era, 0-2 in college football playoff games. 2018, the Sooners went 20-12, 8-1 in league play, as you would imagine. As Big 12 champs, they knocked off their rival Texas, revenging that regular season conference loss, got them in Arlington 39-27, which earned them the right to go to that bowl game in the Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoffs last year, where they lost to Alabama 45-35. Division titles in the Stoops and Riley era, 8 of them. Division titles going all the way back to 2000 with Stoops. 2000, 02, 03, 04, 06, 07, 08, and 2010. They're all South Division championships. They also qualified for the championship game on 2 other occasions. The last 2 years, 2017 and 2018, but the last 2 years, they were just the top team in the conference. That's all it was. No more divisions. Top of the conference. Speaking of being the top of the conference, all you do in the last 2 years is be the top of the conference. To be the conference champ, you got to be conference champ, right? They are. They did. They got them. Along with 11 others for accounting for 12, count them up, 12 Big 12 titles. Including 2000, 02, 04, 06, 07, 08, 2010, 2012, 15, 16, 17, and 18. And let me tell you, they're on their way for 19, off to a 3-0 conference start, 6-0 overall. So a 6-0 overall record, 3-0 in conference play. The first 3 non-conference games, well, they were wins also, by the way. 49-31 over Houston in Norman. South Dakota, 40-14 victory there. On the road at UCLA, the Sooners won that one, 48-14. Sooners then came home and took care of Lincoln Riley's former team, Texas Tech, took care of business, 55-16, before going out to Lawrence and winning that one by a couple of scores, 45-20. And then last weekend in Dallas, beat 30 with a final score of 34-27. They beat the Texas Longhorns in the neutral site game at the Cotton Bowl. For our part, the Sooners part of the half of the game, scoring offense for Lincoln Riley's part of our team, that's about third best in the country, maybe, averaging 50.17 points per ball game. And as far as offensive yards are concerned, numero uno, no one better than us, averaging 621.67 points or yards per ball game. If we were averaging 621 points, that would be a lot, but it's yards. Defensively, Alex Grinch has really played well, really turning things around, helping the team only average give up 20.33 points per ball game. That is 45th best defensive in the country. Yards per ball game allowed, 341.83. That's 68th best in the nation. With Lincoln Riley with Al Grinch now in charge. Stealing all the yards away and all the points that they gave up last year. Just wrapping them up in a box and stealing them. Like another Grinch I know. All right, well, next up, West Virginia. Their head coach, Neil Brown, in his first year in charge of the Mountaineers. So 2002 graduate from the University of Massachusetts. He's coached in 57 games with a record of 38 and 19. That is 67% winning clip. Includes a 3-0 bowl record start with 100%. This is his first season in charge of West Virginia. He was also the head coach at Troy from 2015 to 2018. 2019, this right here is his first year in charge of the Mountaineers. 2018 with Dana Holgorsen, didn't have a bad year with Dana. 8-4, 6-3 in league play, third best in the Big 12, tying them with Iowa State, getting them to a bowl game to play their former rival Syracuse. But they were humbled with a 38-14 final in Dana's final game in charge of West Virginia. Conference titles and division titles in this time frame since 2000. That is, I'm sorry, 0 division titles. NA Big East didn't have conference championships. They just games at least. They did have conference championships, by the way. They had 6 titles. 6 rings. What about 03, 04, 05, 07, 2010, and 2011? Now, 2003, remember, that was the year that they tied with Miami. Miami ended up getting all the way to the national championship. They didn't end up winning it. 2004, they tied with Pittsburgh, Boston College, West Virginia, and Syracuse. Pittsburgh ended up winning the conference. Then 3 years later, 2007, that's when they finally got their conference title in 2007. But, however, they had to share it with the University of Connecticut. 2010, they got another one. Did UConn and West Virginia. This time, UConn won it. 2011, West Virginia tied with Cincinnati, Louisville, and West Virginia themselves. West Virginia ended up winning the conference outright. Overall record this year, 3-3, 1-2 in Big 12 play. Started off against James Madison, a good 20-13 victory there. Were humbled by former Big 12 member Missouri. Not a bad year they're having. Missouri got them 38-7 in Columbia. Came back home and hosted North Carolina State, got a big 44-27 win there. They held off the Les Miles, with a final score of 29-24 in Lawrence. They then lost to Texas 42-31, and then yesterday they lost to Iowa State 38-14. For West Virginia, the offensive and defensive production, Neil Brown's first year in, just a little bit of an adjustment for him and Austin Kendall offensively. Only scoring 24.17 points per ball game. That's 178th in the country. And yards per ball game at 326.17. That's 210th in the country offensively. Defensively, 30.33 points per ball game giving up. That's 170th in the country. And then defensively ranking, 382.5. That's a buck 13th in the country. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. My name's Harry James. I'll be out in force for homecoming. If you want to come hang out, there's my ticket. I'll be in section 18, row 7, seat 7. Come and find me if you want to. I'll also be around Campus Corner. Selfies are always welcome. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. Watch this and all my other videos on YouTube, Boomer Sooner 1982. Also on Facebook, Harry James Taylor, or on Twitter, @HypeManHarry. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and Boomer Sooner, everybody. I'm out of here. Peace!